Boom, boom. What's up? What's up? What's up, Joe Deals? Storming like crazy. Oh, wow. Wow. We don't have any storms. Look, this is my. We were doing hats last night. This is the aftermath of hats. I'm steaming some more and everything. So, yeah. What's up with everybody? Let me see. You got storms coming through. I don't think we're. I don't think we're getting rain today. Oh shoot! Yeah, I see it. Yeah, y'all got a band coming through there. Yeah, nothing's coming to us over here in the Panhandle. So, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I'm just waiting on a few. Waiting on. Eric's not going to be here today. Eric has things going. Things are going. Well, that came out nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the snap, but I don't want to do that right now. We are just boom. Got a sticky snap. There we go. Yeah, just doing reshaping some hats. Look at this one. This is a really cool A's hat. It's a chain stitch logo. What's up? What's up? Yo, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
On my way to the post office.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Post office is closed today, bro.
Don't do that.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm still working on some hats.
Oh, man. Hats, huh?
I got in the hat mood again.
I saw. I
A
was
little bit.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a bunch. I got a photograph today, actually. The rest of all those new era hats.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are really good, man. The 100% wool, new era, fitted, made in USA, 7/3/8.
I think that's what this is. Oh, 7.5. This is. Yeah.
What's the most popular fitted hat size?
Probably 7 3/8.
Yeah. What's the hardest one to sell, you think?
8 and a 4. Oh, Jimmy,
I've never even seen that before.
you've never seen that? It's an 1/8 and a 4.
No,
So
I've never seen that.
8 and 1/4. That's the.
I might have seen that person walking around, but I don't know if I saw them. I don't know.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest new era hat I've ever seen.
I thought Tim was on an airplane for a second with that. Like an airplane window.
Because if I put my phone up on the dashboard, it overheats.
I was like, "Where's Tim flying to?"
I'm flying to
In
the
those
post
trees.
office. We have a layover, though, at 7-Eleven.
That's funny. Ugh. Working on some hats today, Jimmy. I was working on them last night. I got some we were steaming them and selling them, and I have some left over, so I'm gonna do some eBay listings with some of these.
I was
You were
watching
live
for
for a
quite
long
a
time
while.
yesterday. No, Cernoch.
Well, so you gotta understand, it's a hangout.
Yeah, no. I understand. I love
So
it. I love everything about it. But I
so
just
it's
wanted to
like,
make sure that I was seeing that right.
well, it's like this. The hangout. So whenever you see hangout, it's basically we're doing a show just to do a show because we're doing something. Like
They're
me and my
working
brother were like,
already. It's like this, like listening to Loafing.
yeah, yeah. So if anybody wants to see something that, especially for hats, because here's the thing: if you're doing say you're doing an hour and you have 30 hats, well, someone can come in there and look at the 30 hats and go, yeah, I'm not gonna look. I don't want any of that, and then leave the show.
Yeah.
But we're showing hundreds of hats. And I'm just like, hey, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one. And then someone says, oh, stop. Let me see that one. And I show it. All right, let me shape it up for you. And this will be a $5 starting bid $5. I just do it that way. It's something we were messing with hats anyway. So we're like, let's just make a show out of it.
Yeah.
So
I was watching for quite a while. I don't know. It's almost like it was relaxing watching you reform those hats and stuff.
oh, dude, right? Yeah, it is. It is. There's a little therapeutical work.
Yeah.
It feels like in these.
And to see the end results, like, to see how good they come out and stuff.
Oh, I know, right? Where it's all like mashed up and everything, and it's like, boing, perfect.
Yep. I might actually work on. That made me want to. Not really, though. Not really. I'd rather watch you do it. I'd rather watch you do it.
It just,
No, I was. I was watching wrestling, but I had my phone tilted up right next to me with you on right there. So I was kind of watching wrestling and watching you form hats at the same time.
Yeah, and see, like, I did a live on Sunday. It was called After the Flea Market Hangout.
I saw that too, yep.
Yeah, so basically I was cleaning out the car, like putting all the stuff back on racks, and I was showing it. And again, if someone was interested in a piece, we'd work out a deal. I mean, I was doing just like straight up buy it nows. All right, this shirt, $2 buy it now. Popped it in there, took a picture of it, popped it in there. All right, whoever wants it for $2, bam, get it.
I saw when you kept accidentally putting it as an auction.
and then yeah, then we were messing up putting it as an auction. Yeah, but it's just something different,
Yeah.
The crochet hangout went really well too.
The what?
The crochet hangout.
Yeah. But again, when we were at the other when we were at Whatnot, okay, it's all about trying to do something a little bit different, because there does come a point to where it is stagnant.
It's redundant.
Yeah. And you don't have that feeling of, like that a lot of times when you're watching, either Whatnot or District, it's like, all right, these people are just selling stuff. It's just like,
Yeah.
Versus, hey, let's just sit down and talk, ask questions, joke around, and be more of a,
That kind of leads me to a question I have for you guys. Whoa, Tim, you all right? Because I've been, I'm trying, I'm getting into the online live sales, and I'm trying to. Why did I say online? I'm trying to get into the live sales and the live auctions, and I'm trying to watch people and learn what they're doing and how. And man, is it important to do what a lot of these sellers are doing, where they say what they're selling over and over and over? Like they'll be like, Sony camera. We got a Sony camera here. Sony camera. That's the thing that everybody's doing. Do you guys? Is that a thing that's important? I mean, I'm not. If you go on and watch, it's almost, if you're paying attention to it, you're like, what is happening right now? You're saying the same thing over and over and over.
And where's that at?
On the WN.
We can say it on here.
Yeah, on Whatnot, but just in general, a lot of people are doing that. Like they're just, and I'm just like, is that I'm gonna not use it as obnoxious as I find it. Sorry if that's bad, but because I'm not exaggerating when I see them doing that. But I wonder if that's a technique that needs to be used more. I don't know.
I always think the technique is, and I may, but we're all resellers and live, a lot of people are live sellers. I've always said, my phone.
Yeah, but it's nothing like an auctioneer's. What I was thinking is like auctioneers are doing the price. They're not selling the same item over and over.
I've always held the belief people buy from people they like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where, like, it's not like, I want to be loved. I want to be liked. It's just like, I want to have a good time too. I want to laugh. I want to joke. I love when I love when the comment section is just filling, and that's why I like. Oh, Leroy. Let's add
Like
Leroy.
Jimmy and I felt like Jimmy. I mean, I speak for myself, but I felt like Jimmy and I had a good time
Oh,
when
heck
we
yeah.
did our hat show
Yeah.
the other night.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to me, that was a great time. Had fun for sure.
Because like not every it's super important what Cernoch said too, because not every auction is going to go the way that you planned. You know, you're not always going to make $1 million, but
Yeah.
it feels a lot better when you don't make $1 million and you have fun doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
like,
mean,
and
for
not only that, but like, it's important for the people watching to not know that like if you're not having a good show and it shows to the audience,
yep.
it's gonna like they're never gonna come back. So
Listen.
you need to let them know that even if you're not selling everything for $1 million, that like at least you're having fun with them watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Well, I mean, if you got early on in my whatnot days, I mean, I did shows where I ran 10 things with 0 bids. So
Yeah.
for me, these results to be starting off on Dibdit and those platforms and to be actually getting bids, to me, I'm all for it. Like, let's rock and roll. It can only hopefully get better from there. Whatnot early on for me was really difficult because I ran multiple shows with running 15 items and selling 2 of them. Like that
Yeah.
was hard to maintain, and it was hard to keep that face that Tim's talking about for me when the shows were going like that.
Yeah, it's
100%.
definitely not easy. That's for sure.
Yes.
You gotta have thick skin.
Yep. No, but I'm definitely having more fun, and I'm gonna bring I'm bringing those records. I'm bringing some better stuff over there. I know that's part of what I have to change. Is not trying to sell stuff that I don't feel like messing with or whatever. Selling some of the better stuff on there.
Leroy snuck in. What's up?
What's going on, guys?
You ain't hiding from us.
I'm hiding.
Leroy.
I'm sliding and hiding.
Speaking of that, I will promote that tonight on Tiquity. Sonia is doing her regular Tuesday Tiquity show tonight,
Oh, nice.
6:15 p.m. Eastern time. All the stuff we find over the weekend that decorative and glass and stuff will be on there. So that's fun.
Now, here's the question. And I know, you know, it would be really like if you're going to be doing these shows every week, okay, like every Monday, which you find, dude, on Sunday night, have Sonia do a little video of all the stuff
Right.
laid out and post it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm just saying, you know, like that would be a, you know, hey, little sneak preview, you know?
Good idea. I did do the one. I didn't have her going through everything. I just did like a quick edit of everything that was going to be in it last week, and I did not do it this weekend. Things were a little crazy this weekend.
No excuses, Jimmy. No
I know
excuses.
I have them, but I have a lot of them.
Me too, dude. Me too. Hey, I didn't want to get out of bed on Monday. Okay, done. That's how I was.
Cernoch, did you go to the flea market this weekend?
I went on Wednesday. I mean, Sunday. I went on.
I was
Sunday.
going to say, you got Wednesdays? I got Wednesdays, but you don't.
I went on Sunday. It was good.
Good. I went. I didn't sell this weekend. I sold yesterday, but it was horrible. I made $38. It was like a bad whatnot show.
I had one of my best finds ever at an estate sale this weekend.
What?
Yep.
We're just wait. Jimmy just coming in. No, wait. Time out.
Well, they're right here. They're right here too.
Jimmy just came in, just so nonchalant.
Well, if you saw my Instagram, you already know.
Ever this weekend.
I'm back. I'm back.
All right.
This guy had a tub full of the same kind of items, like 300 of them, right?
Lawnmower parts?
No, I did buy some clutch parts for some Chevys, which I should, some old clutch parts. And he wanted, there was almost 300 of them, and he said he wanted $200 for them, for all of them. And it's, we'll get to what they are. I mean, most people know because some people might know because they saw my IG. I was humming and hawing about it because it's not something that does great, but I could take them on the Fitbit and run them on there, and I was thinking about it, and then I saw this little box sitting on top. And I picked it up, and I saw what was in there. And I said, is that box that's in there part of the deal? And they said, yep. And I said, all right, I'll take it. But I didn't even go. I was like, $200, fine. This is what was in there.
Wait. Look at that.
What are they? They red lines?
Oh,
Red
yeah.
lines. There's one. There's two. Oh.
I've never found one before.
There's three. There's four. There's five. There's six. Sorry, that's blurry. There's seven. There's eight. There's nine.
God dang.
There's 10. I thought there was 12. Oh, maybe there might be some more in. No, there's 10 of them. 10 red lines in that box.
Wow.
What's the condition?
Fair. I mean, it's actually pretty good. Pretty good. They're already on eBay.
How much does condition matter on red lines?
I mean, as far as it does, but it doesn't. Like, you can still get good money for these. I have to find. I know one of them I have up for $350. That's the highest one.
$3.50.
Yeah,
That's awesome. $3.50.
I'd say mine are in some of the better condition of the ones that are listed out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get those parts that I
What
bought.
about the case?
So the other stuff that was in the tubs was more modern Hot Wheels. 300, 1995 to 2005 Hot Wheels, all still in the package. Nothing, no chase, no trophy, whatever they are called or anything like that. Just regular old Hot Wheels in there.
How
So
many
I
did you
was
sell?
like, you know what? I can get these red lines, and I can use those and run. I already ran some of them on Dibdit, and I'm gonna run them more on Dibdit. So yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That's pretty good, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some tools, buddy.
What did you? And you said you got it all for 200.
all of it for 200.
So how many cars in total?
I think he said he counted and there was 280 of them with the ones that were in with the red line.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
What'd you get, Tim? Oh, did you?
What, Leroy?
Really?
Leroy, you talking to us?
I'm talking to you guys. Tim is here, but he's not here.
Oh. Where's Tim? Oh,
You don't hear him, Cernoch?
No.
Yeah, he's here, but he's like not here. There he is.
That must have been crazy for just now.
I looked up and I knew what was going on because I saw you on the bottom. Yeah. But Cernoch had no idea what the heck was going on.
Well, because Cernoch probably has offstage feed muted, so he probably didn't hear me talking. And I didn't realize I wasn't on stage. But yeah, I bought a Harley Davidson Fat Boy RC, like huge, 6:1. Is that what they call it? 6-to-1 ratio
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
in the package still.
Is it like a Power Wheels almost?
No. It's an RC.
Oh.
But I got it up listed right now for $150. Last one I think sold for 153 or something like that, 150. So we'll see. I listed 2 items yesterday. I listed because I was dumb busy packing and everything. But I listed the RC Harley and I listed the blow mold, Jimmy.
Nice. What'd you list it for?
I listed it for $100.
Nice. I want to see it. You never sent me a picture of it.
Hey, Tim.
I collect those things.
I know. You can always. I'll give you a good deal
I
on it
just want to
if
see
you
which
really
one you
want it.
got.
I just gotta figure out how much it's gonna cost me to ship something like that.
Tim,
I have 6 hand delivery.
Depression green glass. Is that any of that worth money?
Yeah.
If it's not stamped?
Yeah. None of that stuff is gonna be stamped.
My buddy has some pieces, and I got some pictures. I'll send them to you.
Yeah. So,
I know. Just to answer Chad's question, I have those listed price value. Of course, listed. I have offers open on them, but I have listed value on those red lines at $18.40.
nice.
Oh, and Tim, your question about condition, I'm learning, but with a red line, from what I can see on comps that I was looking at and sold comps, condition could literally be the difference between like 150 and 300. Being near mint used condition versus some scuffs and then obviously Hot Wheels get heavily played with and stuff in the past. That can lower it down to like 75.
Yeah.
Basically, it can literally double based where it fits in that condition
Gotcha.
from the comp work I did. And I had mine not mint, but towards that higher, good, excellent condition type
Yeah,
thing.
because they can always send you offers.
Yeah. And I definitely had offers open yet. Oh no, do I have offers open? I got shit. I think I ran. I think my plan. No, I don't have. I'm gonna run them for like 2 weeks with no offers, just to see. Right. Then I'll open up offers after 2 weeks. That was my plan with those.
Jimmy, what you should do in 2 weeks, end it and relist it with offers. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go and edit it. Like they won't know. End it and relist it so it's a new listing.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh wow, now new with offers.
Yep. That's good. Yep.
Yeah.
Are we getting Eric today or no?
Where you been, bro?
I wasn't here apparently.
I think he said last week that he wasn't going to be here this week.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, okay.
Remember our post meeting? We talked about that, Leroy.
Yeah, I hardly pay attention to most stuff.
No, you were paying attention.
At that same sale, I should go get that box. Sonia found a box full of old. There's an 1886 journal in there.
Ooh.
And then there's a World War II Navy person, like a Navy person's journal in there, where they're literally like talking. It says whatever the date was, first atomic bomb dropped and stuff like that. Like what? Some crazy. And that's kind of stuff. He said $15 for the box, and she's like, okay. And then it wasn't really till she got home and started going through it. She saw it was all old stuff. Started going through it and found like crazy old stuff in there.
Wow.
That one journal, literally the first entry is 1886. What?
So all they have to do is have red lines on the wheels, right?
Well, they re-released them and stuff. Like there's definitely matter of fact in that tub there was stuff from like 2000 that were re-released red lines. So you got to make sure you check, do a little more research than that. Like make sure
they have dates on the bottom though, right?
Yes, yeah. Yep. I found this is. I mean, these are by far, the best I've ever found. I've found at a thrift store an old van that was like so sun baked. I mean, the red line was white, but I still got like $70 for that van. And
Yeah.
I found one other one. I don't remember what kind of it was like. I don't remember what kind of vehicle it was, but I've only found 2 red lines ever. And I don't remember the other one. I know I found it, but I don't remember what kind of vehicle it was. But that van, I'll never forget because the guy messaged me. He's like, "I love taking these old red lines and with when their sun faded like this, and I'll restore them or customize them into something." Or I don't remember exactly what he said because that was years ago. But he was going to do some work on it. He wasn't just going to leave it how it was.
That's
Old
something
school red
I've
lines were
never
painted
really
on real. The re-release was a tape style. Okay, well that can help you ID it also.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever found a. Well,
I haven't. I've never found
I
one.
think I found a couple a long time ago, but I really haven't. I don't know. I don't.
Well, I mean, it's I've
Yeah.
it's kind of sometimes it's painful to come across a tub full of old cars and to go through every single one. My brain
Yeah.
sometimes like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah. It's like. Now, were those right on top? Like you saw them instantly?
So yeah, they were sitting in that box that I have right there. They were, and the guy said when he told me, he's like, yeah, they're included. There's like 280 whatever of them, including what I just found that's in that box that I just threw in there. And I was all, so he found that box separate from them somewhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so when I first was looking and I was humming and hawing, I saw the box there, and I just saw. I'll go get the car I saw sitting on top that made me not that interested. Let me go grab it.
I want to ask the chat and Cernoch a question. Cernoch, I'm looking up some parts for leather smithing, like making belts and belt buckles and
Yeah.
the belt little latches that you put your belt through and
Yes.
the little accessories. How would you word that? Is it leather smithing or is it not leather smithing?
Oh, that's a good question.
If anybody in the chat could help me,
I know, like leatherworks,
Leather
or,
working.
I don't know, leather tooling.
This is what in that little box. This is what was sitting on the top of it. So that's what I saw when I looked down and I was like, oh, just some old cars, right?
Yeah.
And so when he said that was included, that's when I dug into that little box more, and then because they were all rolled up in paper towels.
Oh wow.
And I was right. There were 12 red lines. These ones weren't worth as much. This little dragster right here, I haven't listed that one. That little red line. And then this is some other kind of red line. This is plastic. I don't know what that is. It's like some kind of spark car or something. Sorry, Leroy, I know you were asking questions.
no, you're fine.
Leather tooling.
Do you know what? Do you know what somebody who does leather work is called, Jimmy?
Just no leather. I don't. I like watching some of those videos on TikTok of them doing leather work though, making belts and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that sound of them cutting the leather. Oh, such a good sound.
Calm down, buddy.
Like that.
My bad.
Get
like,
no.
I know exactly what Jimmy's talking about. Jimmy, when they got the belt and they're on the edge.
Yeah.
It's just like so
ASMR, right?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, bro.
It's a little bit better than watching Cernoch reform a hat, but not much. Honestly, you could do video. You should do close-up videos of you reforming those hats.
I know.
Just you not saying a word, just the sound of it.
I know.
There's a guy that does those old leather hats.
TikTok page of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Walter said leather crafting. That sounds right. It's a craft for sure.
Yeah.
This one came out beautiful. So this is a 1970s. Look at that. U.S. Naval Hospital, Guam.
That's cool.
hat. And look at the inside. It says
Okay, so Leroy,
just stamp.
it's either a leather worker, a leather worker, a leathersmith, a leather crafter, or a cobbler. One of all those.
Cobbler is shoe.
So you can definitely use leather. Yeah, so it's somebody who works on leather shoes. So
That's messed
I
up.
guess you could use leathersmith. What I would do is I would put in leathersmith, leather crafter, and leather worker on in eBay and see which one comes up with the most search results.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask Chad?
I just asked Chad, not the Chad, but I asked Chad's brother, Google.
Thank you guys for your help.
What'd you need help with on Leroy?
That's what we just had a 3-minute conversation about.
About what?
Leather craftsmanship.
I must have missed it, Leroy.
You
I
didn't
must
miss
have missed
nothing.
the conversation.
No, you helped.
Leroy would have been frustrated at that estate sale where I got these Hot Wheels because it was one of those things where the guy, really nice guy, the guy who his dad who had passed was a car guy and had a shop full of tools. I mean, full of tools. And that's what he had priced really high, was everything out in that garage. I heard guys asking how much is it, and every tool and everything that was tool related in there was priced super high.
Really?
And so, I was like, I don't know enough about them, and I hear these prices, so I'm not going to go out there and try to shop these tools.
Yeah.
I did get some of those parts that he had, those manual transmission clutch parts and stuff. But I did not mess with the tools because I could hear what he was like, And he was even like, I'm looking them up on eBay, and then I'm coming down like 40% or whatever.
Yeah, I would have been done. I would have been done at that point.
But the thing that's crazy is the stuff inside the house. Like, I got the Hot Wheels. I got some new sealed CDs, hip hop CDs, $0.25 a piece. So like the stuff in the house, he wasn't really.
I wish I wasn't so. I wish I wasn't so. Like when somebody says, like, "Hey, let me check on eBay," or I don't even. I'm not asking you anything else.
Right.
Like this guy had these brushes that I wanted, right? And he was like, "I want $4 a piece." I said, "Well, you do 2. I'll buy them all." He only had 4. He's like, "Nope," and I never went back. And I was 4 hours later. I was still there, and they were still sitting there.
Yep.
And Eric would have went up to him and said, "Hey, I asked you earlier. They're still sitting there. Do you want them to still sit there next week, or would you like to put something else in the spot?" Because that's what Eric would do. I get so discouraged. I'm just like, forget you.
Yeah, it's just, I'm going to quote Eric as one of them things, because he wasn't even looking them really up on eBay. He was just lensing them. And I think, my opinion, that lens is one of the worst things that happened to resellers from that standpoint, because those comps are terrible that they're getting from there.
Oh, well.
I mean, when you lens something and you look at the first price you see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, and that's what he was doing. And I'm just like, that's just so off. Like, you can't look at the first thing you see when you lens something and say that's what it's worth.
Right?
We all know better than that. And it's to me, it's the new, but did you look at sold comps? It's like you lensed it and the first price you see is what you're valuing it at.
Yep.
Not good.
I've seen a lot of that lately.
It's becoming definitely more common. That tool has changed prices at sales significantly, if you ask me.
Doesn't sound like you're a fan of his pricing methods.
I mean, there was a brand new sealed it was a stereo. It was a Sony stereo.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got the turntable, but there was a stereo that he lensed, and he said, he says worth like $300 something, and I looked up actual sold comps more at like 190, 199. So he had it valued based on his lens. He even showed me on his lens at 300, listed, and he wanted 150 for it or something like that. And I was like, well, you know, I can look it up and see that it's actually only like a $200 new in the box out the door.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. And so, like, to me, I was like, that picture that lens price that you got is not accurate. And
Who's ready for some
Oh,
slime time?
Walter gave some memberships. Thank you, Walter.
Oh, heck yeah. Thank
I'm
you,
not
Walter.
going to sit here and read all the names, but everybody in the chat, you can see that you have memberships.
Yeah,
Walter, thank you very much, sir.
Let me get up in there. Here, I'll see. I'll name them. Let's see. All right, hold on. I'm just scrolling up. Can Cernoch do a video without talking? Oh, thanks. Probably not.
that's me too. So that's who I am. That's why I haven't shut up since we come on here. So I'm gonna make labels so I don't talk to them.
Little Miss Q, Thrift Dust, Phil 5 Dime, Mary McQueen, Crazy Cards, Michael Cernoch, Derek Pat, Upstate Picker, Donnie's Crafting Creations, Fish Dreams, all got gifted a membership. Thank you, Walter, for that.
Oh, I gotta ship this stupid poster too. Dang it.
You know what the great things about the memberships are? It shows the lurkers. It does. It shows the lurkers. We see you.
We know you're there.
We know you're there. You're popping up.
Chad, Corky Picker Chad, I gotta ship a poster. And I am gonna use a golf club box.
Watch out.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. I hope he knows that I'm just joking when I mess with him about that. I did not order. I still have not ordered poster tubes.
Yes. Who is it there? Flipping from the trailer. Yeah. I'm the same way. Like as soon as you no, I'm gone. Like I have nothing else to say to you. But it's crazy because whenever I go thrifting with Eric, he will sit there and he will beat them up and he'll get a deal. I just can't do it. And Cernoch's the same way. When we did that pick in the basement, so me and Cernoch were outside and Eric was in there. I think Eric was cooking dinner because he was just smooth talk. Me and Cernoch, like, this is done. Like we need to go. Like we're wasting time. Like let's get out of here. Like
Well, see, y'all know that I'm spoiled, right? With my thrifting, you know?
Yes.
So like, if listen, I'm the worst one. If I'm at a yard sale and prices are like, okay, cool. Like,
okay. You like that guy on that character on? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, you want $10 for that jacket? No. Okay.
Yep.
You know, I want some. When I go garage sale, like garage sailing now, I want to find something rare that I've never found before, or super expensive, or dirt cheap. You know, like if you're saying, here's fill a bag for $5, and it's a big old trash bag, then yeah, maybe.
Really?
Okay.
Still, I mean, if I find stuff that I know has a high sell-through rate, I'm buying it. I don't care. Like I'm all about that. There's, I have a index of stuff in this.
Yeah.
That is no stuff that has high sell-through rates. That if I see it and it's affordable, I'm buying it.
Well,
see, it's a $15 item. I know it sells fast. I'm buying it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, my honey hole's so good, so I'm like, well, why don't I just wait till it ends up in my honey hole sometimes?
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I struggle with that.
I get you.
So, like, if there's something, like, again, any kind of, like, off pressure at the garage sale, I'm done. You know? I'm not begging. I'm not, Or the people just look weird.
Yeah, but like if I wouldn't have sat there and thought about those Hot Wheels for a good 5-10 minutes, I would have walked away from that box of those.
Yeah, no.
And I was, I'm just so glad I did. I was like thinking about it forever, and it was like in my mind, it was like live. I was literally thinking in my head, "Did do I do this? Like this is good."
Yeah.
That's what kept me there.
You know what? The thing about it is, and you kind of nailed it, Jimmy. You thought so long about it. There's some times when I'm at the store, or, a sale, and I'll catch myself thinking about an item. Like when I catch myself like still running through my head about that item, I'll just go grab it. Because there's something here in my mind that won't let it go.
How often do you guys comp stuff?
If I don't know about it,
that's a great question, Leroy. Because
I feel like Jimmy comps everything.
What?
That's what I'm just saying.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
No, Jimmy just said he has a rolling Rolodex in his head about stuff.
It's a good question, and I as you get better at this, you get to where you don't have to look up nearly as much right there in the sale.
Yeah, I comp maybe 10% of what I look at.
Mine's probably closer to 20-25%.
Yeah.
When I get to, because I'm learning glass, right, and I'm learning some other categories that I still have to look stuff up. I have to lens stuff every once in a while. Like I came across that. I sent that picture of that vase to Tim. She wanted 34. I was able to talk her down to 20, but before I talked her, and I still paid up for it, but I was able to lens it, do some research on it, and find out that I think it might be $125 vase ish. I'm still on the fence about that. Had I not done that, I would have definitely not even thought about buying that vase. Like I would have been like, no, that's too much money, and I probably spent too much money on it anyways. But for the most part, though, there's still a lot of. And then another reason, if the prices are good at a sale, and there's a lot of stuff there that I don't know about, it's hard for me to not do that when prices are good. Like if everything's $1, or like
I'm not confident.
You're just buying it.
Yep.
I don't know. It depends on like. Here's the thing.
Outside of your comfort zone, Leroy. Sorry.
Yeah. If there's a bunch of it, and I feel like it's something, I mean, I'll sell 1 or 2 pieces and get my money back. If it's 50 cents a piece or $1, I'm gonna buy it. I take gambles on like brass ashtrays and little brass figurines all the time. I'll buy them for $1 or $2, and you'll get some that will hit for like 25, and then most of them are only 14. But I'm still only paying $1 for them or $2.
No, I get that. Yeah.
I
don't know. If something's like, I don't know. I will Google lens stuff that's like, or comp stuff that's like weird looking. Going like, this is quality. Because I look for like quality stuff. Like, okay, like this is, I don't know. Because sometimes it's like, what is this? What could this be?
I think the flea market helps Leroy with that a lot.
Yeah.
What is it?
The flea market.
Like the fact that, let's say you get home and you find out it's only worth like $5.
Yeah.
And you can take it to the flea market and, still make some money on it. That definitely, for me, where I'm at, doesn't work for me on eBay at all. That's why I got to expand what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I know people that comp everything. I mean, I see them at the flea market all the time. I'm like, oh, you sell online? Oh, no. You got an IKEA bag and you're on eBay. You think I'm stupid?
Huh.
I can't so bad. I'm like,
how do you really feel, though, Leroy?
I seen a kid yesterday. He was comping some remote control cars, and they were gas powered.
All right, here's the funny thing. What do y'all do? All right, so that at my honey hole, my thrift, there's a lady. She's super nice. We all talk to her. She buys like crazy. The thing about it is, the only thing about her is she will not admit she's a reseller.
That's funny.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
won't
there's a
admit
time.
she's a reseller.
Yeah.
Everything is be like, oh, my kids can have these shoes, my cousins, this and that. But it's always like family. And it's like, you're buying 25 pairs of just random leather shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. And it's just like, I don't know why that bugs me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it be known.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty. I've gotten to where I try to be stealth about it. It's hard for me to be stealth, but I'm not like standing there hovering over my phone forever looking something up. I try to be quick about it.
I'll walk away. I'll look at a model number and I'll be like A37496. A37496. I'll walk away and I'll type in A37496 and then I'll do it that way. But I can't do it right there. My buddies can. I got some buddies that they're really good resellers and they don't do YouTube, but they'll sit right there. They don't care. I can't do that.
I'll take a lot of I'll take pictures, take it back to the car, and look it up in the car sometimes. I mean, that's easier to do out here because usually I'll go to a sale and there's not a lot of people shopping them out here. But like in the city, that's not as easy to do because there's a lot of people shopping.
And Jimmy, I wasn't trying to be a jerk about it.
No, you're good. I knew what you were. I know.
I feel like the way that you were speaking, I'm like, wow, he must compliment everything because I don't. Most of the time, my phone don't work when I'm there.
Well, so like, when someone's asking, that's a great example. When someone's asking 150 for a new stereo in the box, that I don't. We know new in the box electronics can go for $500-600, right? So if I looked up that stereo and it's worth $500-600, I will buy it for 150 myself. I will.
Yeah,
not me.
That's a good, to me. That's good enough margin, and plus the sell through rate is really good on stuff like that.
Jimmy, I don't bring $150 for the day to buy.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of my a long time ago I called leveling up and reselling. Like sometimes you have to make that purchase if you're gonna get to that, get to those numbers and that profit you want to see. For me.
I'd rather go to a sale and spend $500 on 500 items.
Yeah,
I would too. That's.
Yeah, that came out.
But like you said, I can get rid of stuff too, so it's a little different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's why I got to do I got to get better at this live sales because, like I bought a box full of Pokemon cards. They're going on Dibit. I bought those CDs and those DVDs. They're going on Dibit. I bought those records, those LPs. They're going on Dibit. Like I want to be able to do more of that.
Yeah, that's a good way to attack.
With Tiquity, like we find, little fun MCM stuff all the time out here in Ohio. It's everywhere. So why not try to grow that? Like it's everywhere out here. So that's why we're doing that Sonia's Tuesday show every Tuesday. Because it's like, why not? You remember that? I just sold that last week. I showed you that fishing reel box.
Oh yeah.
I just sold that for $20.
I've sold. Okay, so what was Jimmy? Do you remember what I was working on last week?
I haven't. What were you working on last week?
Got Leroy, Jimmy. I'm gonna need you guys to start paying attention. No, I'm just kidding. I had a large lot, a box of these. I had 115 of them, and I broke them down into 4 lots.
Oh, hold on, because I remember that. Someone in the chat help me. Let's see if the chat has better memory than me.
What was I working on last week?
Kristen's gonna know.
I remember that. Was it? Oh.
Do you need a hint?
Yeah.
A hint?
One very vague hint.
Media.
Media. VHS, right? That's,
Yep. Chris Hall got it. See?
yeah, they were more modern. I mean, you had Gladiator or something
It
like
was
that.
the brand new sealed. All of it was
Yeah,
brand
that's
new
right.
sealed.
Thank
I've
you,
sold
Chris. Thank you.
I've sold 3 lots of them already.
Oh, nice.
And let's see, $170.
Sheesh.
Well,
All right.
And I bought them for 5. All for 5.
Well, you might know what you're doing.
I think I'm gonna chop this up. Is it the quirky picker? It's Chad. Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I just try to remember is, or like you guys said, like I might take a picture or something, but honestly, I move so fast, I don't got time to sit there and comp stuff. When I'm at the flea market, unless I didn't find anything, then I go do it my third time around, and I'm like, oh, let me look this up, or let me look this up. But
Yeah, for sure. When you have so in those scenarios, is there a lot of people around you shopping too? Like the flea market can be a lot of people shopping.
there's a lot of people.
That changes everything. Like if you're not quick and if you can't use the index up here to find out know that
Yeah.
it's good, it can cost you, and you're better off, like you said, just going to the next table and seeing the stuff that you know.
Yep. Sit down.
You know, here's my number one tip for going to flea markets and yard sales and whatever. And I see it all the time. I see resellers all the time. They stop at one item, like Leroy said, they pull their phone out and they spend 5 minutes standing over that item. You're not going to see me do that. I promise you, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scan the whole sale for the stuff I know. I'm literally like, you remember doing Terminator with like, and he would scan the areas.
Yes.
I know it's a joke, but it's not a joke. That's what my brain is doing. I'm
Yeah.
scanning
Yeah.
the entire sale for familiar stuff before I stop and look at one item and stand over it for 5 minutes. No way. I'm looking for anything on any of those tables that looks familiar to me that I might know about, and I'm going to that first before I stand and look stuff up. That's my, I think, is the best practice at yard sales and flea markets.
Now during my scan, if I get stopped in my tracks about something I really know,
yes, then that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
Or you might end up in a negotiation over something really good.
Yeah. Or here's one thing too: if it's small, instead of standing there and comping it, just pick it up.
Yeah.
And move along.
You know how many times I'm at the flea market, somebody will just come up and I will grab whatever they have, a bag, a bucket, and I'll put it all in almost like a bin shopper will do. And then I decide if I want it or don't want it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
when I used to go to the bins, that's what they'll do. Like when they let you rush in, or even at Goodwill. Goodwill's the same way.
Yep. Yeah, so, and here's the thing. You know, I'll do this every once in a while. You know, when I'm out and about, like this happened at, you know, my honey hole, because that's where I go, because I really don't go anywhere else now. But I had a blanket. All right, didn't even look it up. But 3 old ladies asked me if I was buying that blanket.
That's all you need to know.
That's all I need to know.
They did your comp work. That's called the old lady comp technique.
Right? You come up to me,
I'm waiting for somebody to say, Jimmy, did you scan that table that had the M&M brick on it?
Right?
Yeah, for sure. That's a great. You don't have to do any more work because you have 3 buyers right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the next week I took it to the flea market and sold it to the lady that buys the quilts from me.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Cernoch, how and sometimes, guys, we repeat ourselves or stories, or just bear with us, or bear with me anyway. How in Jimmy, like how are you guys when you go somewhere and somebody wants to buy it right there on the spot? Do you ever sell it, or do you say, hey, you know, nah, I'm gonna wait?
Wait.
I have a story about this. That's why
You're saying you're at the flea market or the garage sale and someone wants to
A
buy it.
garage sale, a flea market, an auction.
If
I don't do it anymore because I at an estate sale one time I dug out this old early in my reselling when I was still learning. I dug out an old paper mache jack o' lantern, and I bought it for like $1. And I walked out the door, and some lady offered me $20 for it. And I was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "It's for my, it's for my collection. Fine, whatever. Yeah, yeah, I'll give you." And it's, those things can be worth. I don't know exactly which one I have, but if you look up antique paper mache jack o' lanterns, they're worth some good money.
wait, now did you know that?
I did not. I just liked the way it looked. I thought it was cool. I could tell it was old. And so I just bought it for $1. And again, way before I've learned a lot of the stuff I know now, I was like, hey, I can turn $1 into 20, which was a great flip. But yeah, it was probably worth over $100 now. And
Now, okay. Now rewind it. Okay, you're walking out of that estate sale. You already know it's worth $100. Lady goes, I collect these. I'll give you $60 for that right now.
Yes, I do that.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. That
so that's a if someone approaches me like that, I know the value of it.
Someone's being fair and
they're being fair, like a fair deal. Oh, heck yeah.
I guess that fair is a hard word to use because I just bought a really expensive pumpkin for $1.
But you know what what makes it valuable now? Your knowledge on that item.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It wasn't valuable to them. It is valuable to you, and now you have the knowledge to sell that item for the appropriate cost.
And that's why I'll take a gamble all the time with $3, $2 items, because if I never seen it before and it catches my eye, I'll take a gamble, just pick it up, put it in my bag, and worry about it when I get home. And that's knowledge for me. Oh, I won't pick that up again if it's worth 10 cents.
Yeah.
But no, so the reasoning of that question is when I'm at auctions, it happens all the time. Somebody will be like, oh, that piece goes to my saw. And I'll be like, can you sell it to me? Like, oh, I get a business partner and he has to see everything before I can sell it. Sorry.
Yep. We do. I mean, I do things like that at the bins. And it's funny because I haven't even bought the item yet, and I'll sell it to somebody, and then they put it in their cart, and then they go buy it. I've done that.
What have you sold? Like,
I mean, clothing. I sold a old leather jacket that I found that I couldn't find anything on. I don't even remember. Yeah. I think he gave me $80 for it or something like that. It's probably worth a lot more than that. I mean, it was true vintage leather jacket. I think he said he thought it was from like the 40s or 50s or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll take it because I don't know about it. You know more about it than I do.
That's the thing. That's the perfect kind of analogy. It's like you're still coming up.
Yep.
You don't have to waste the time to put.
I didn't even spend any money on it. It was just in my cart.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, it's.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that? Again, I don't know what kind of rules are breaking, but I was like, it's in my cart. I'll sell it to you. I haven't even paid for it yet.
Well, you have the possession and the intent to buy.
Yeah.
So it's like, now I did something at the flea market that I've seen. We've talked about this, but I finally did it at the flea market. So when I had set up the guy, the guy that was like in front of me, he had his like big van parked, so I couldn't see them setting up. But I saw it when I was driving in. I saw it was the guy with all the shoes. I'm like, man, that guy. I like that spot because that's like it's like in the middle. It's kind of more in the middle, and it has like these big like it has like almost like a fence type thing where I can hang it's like telephone poles. It's like a telephone pole fence where I can lay over my like quilts and Afghans and stuff like that. And So I pulled up behind. I pulled up and I got the spot behind it with still the telephone pole. So I'm like, this will do. It's still a little too. I don't know. It's a little farther back than I like to be, but who cares? So I walk over there, and I notice. I'm like, I see all the shoes, but then I notice a big old bag of hats, and I'm like, and this guy's a tough dude, like to negotiate with. So I walk up to him and I said, "Hey, how much are the hats?" He said $5 a piece. I said, "I want to buy the whole bag." I said, "Give me all the hats." He goes, "How much?" I said, "You tell me how much you want for the whole bag." He goes, "I don't know." I said, $20 for the whole bag. I'll do 25, all the hats. And I said, you don't even have to worry about putting them out now. I'll just buy all of them. You don't even worry about putting them out. Bending over, having to put them out. He goes, 25 is good. So I took them to my booth and sold them for $5 a piece.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Yep.
Yeah. I even sold some from that bag last night on our hats show, and on the other show.
So like I told you the story about Bianca, my daughter. We on Father's Day when I lived back home, she would have to go to the flea market with me. That was just one of the rules, and she wasn't happy because I was selling tools. So I could tell she was ticked off. So I cleaned everything off the table, and there was a lady behind us, and she had a box of toys, and I said, Bianca, go ask her how much those toys are. And she came back. She said, Daddy, the lady said $10. I say, here, give her 8 and tell her to go. Tell her you want them. She said, she said, my daddy gave me 8. She said, okay, no problem. She was behind us. And then I cleaned off the table for her while she was coming back with the box. So I went and got the box. She put all those toys. She made $45. The lady's granddaughter came over and said, they put all the toys and stacked them up nice and neat. And I've been watching them from the car. They've been selling all of them.
Yeah. Sometimes it's all about just like the way it looks, and or like the availability of it.
I was at the flea market last week, and I did that clean out, and my buddy, I left some of the stuff on the table, and one of my buddies grabbed it. And it was funny because in the morning, the next morning, he's like, oh, look what I found. I got this nice box. I was like, yeah, I left it on the table. He said, I know. Tell me why a half hour later, a guy walks by my booth with that box, and he bought it for $15.
Yeah. I mean, I tried it and it worked. Is it going to work every time? No, but I'll take it. I mean, some of the stuff was good. Some of the stuff was but.
I need to go pack that. I gotta go pack this poster before I get lazy and don't want to do it.
I know, right?
I mean, I have to, but I don't want to.
I'll be right back too. I gotta go grab something.
Well, I'll stay here with you guys.
All right, I'll be back to Leroy.
They don't like me, guys. I'm listing some leather working tools now. Now I got some punches that I'm listing. I got this whole little box, so I'm just setting it up pretty so I can list it all. I'll just list whatever's in this box. I did some other stuff earlier with the other tools, but what's going on in the chat? I see Walter's still here. I see who else is still here. Kobe, Chris, Chad, flipping mom from the trailer. Cat Swift is in the building. Are any of you guys listing right now? And what are you listing?
I don't know if I should show this poster. It's a lot of.
Here, what's up, Diane Matthews? Is in the building. I'm listing what I have for lunch. Don't say lunch. Don't say that word. I'll get hungry. You guys know you can't talk about food in front of me. I haven't had my snacks yet. But I
You
do
didn't have
have.
any snacks yet?
No.
Leroy always be snacking.
Always snacking. You gots to. You gots to. Wow, this is a really nice little set. I hope I get a lot of money for it.
What's that?
A set of leatherworking tools, but it just has all attachments instead of each individual tool. So you just screw it into the handles, and you
Oh
can.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's tool. I think it's called Leathercraft. Is usually the name that I normally see. It's something like that. Just stuff I've had in my death pile.
Right.
Cernoch, do they have any Memorial Day sales up your way?
Is that this weekend?
It's either yeah. I don't know if it's Memorial Labor Day, but whatever one it is, it's Monday.
There's a little yard crawl, the 14-mile yard crawl over by me.
Now, will you set up there, or are you just gonna pick it, or you? It depends.
The problem is my Thatcher has a noon baseball game,
Yeah,
so it kind of. I would love to go set up a table out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was thinking about just throwing a couple boxes in the car, couple tables, rolling down there at 7 o'clock in the morning. They've got open spots along the road,
yeah.
and just popping up right there for a few hours, close it down, and go to the baseball game.
That's it.
That's what I was thinking.
I like it.
Because again, I don't need to be doing much shopping right now. I need to be doing selling. Don't tell me, sell me. Right that way. Let's see about that. All right, hold on. We have 13. We have 18 3X Harley Davidson shirts. What would you list the lot for? Now, are they flipping from the trailer? They're newer ones, right? They're newer, right? It's a little harder. If they're newer, like I don't know, like it feels like Harley shirts. It's hard to get money for them now. It's definitely slowed down, I'll say. Like, what years are they from? That's the question. If they're modern, I'm like older. Well, okay, what kind of older now? Because some people say, oh, 2005, and they think that's old. Was it 90s? Is it 80s? Is it 3D emblem?
Ooh, 3D emblem.
Because if you got a 3D emblem, I wouldn't put those in a lot. I'm just saying.
19.
Some of the places have closed down. Yeah, I mean, right now with Harley, they don't care about that. They care about 3D emblem, like the stuff that's worth stuff is 3D emblems, pigs, older stuff. You know, like at least 25, 35 each of the places closed. You're not getting that now. I'm sorry. Harley shirts have run. I feel that Harley shirts have run its course. But that's just me.
How do you do with them? Because I know a lot of clothing does better at live sales. And that's why I trust your knowledge, because the live sales are where you're going to find out what the. I feel like the live sales are where you're going to find out what the true value of some is, because you'll get more there than you will most of the time online for stuff like that. For stuff like that.
Yeah, but if it's 2015, you know, blah blah. I mean, those shirts aren't even fetching. Or it's hard to fetch $10 at a live sale now. So I don't know.
I mean, the thing is the oversaturation on eBay. If you ask me, like, you're waiting your turn for starters. Unless you have something, like you said, unless you have something rare, something with a really cool print on it, you're just kind of waiting your turn. And there's a lot of $15, $19 free shipping Harleys out there.
Yeah.
And that's the key factor, is the free shipping. You're seeing a lot of that price with free shipping.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one.
Now listen, if I'm going to a garage sale, they're like Harley shirts are $5 a piece. I'm like, no way. They're 2000, 2008. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not trying to blow your feel up, but
it's the truth. I'm with you on that. It's where the market is right now. Just like hats.
Yeah.
Hats are way down. I mean, incredibly down. It's almost hard to believe how down they are.
Yeah. And I'm messing with hats here, but that's besides the point.
I mean, they still sell, but the price is way down.
Yeah.
I can't even believe how down some of the hat prices are.
Yeah, Harley. Like, I'll be honest. Harley shirts, like I said, if I can pick up a bunch for cheap, yeah. But if they get over $3 a piece, because I've had them offered $3 a piece, I'm like, nah, don't worry about it. Because they are like the newer style ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have $1 in each one. Yeah.
I was gonna say if they're all the same size, or yeah, I mean, there's other options. I mean,
that's the thing. That's the thing. If they're all the same size, 2000 is newer. Yeah, 2000 is newer. Yeah. If they're all the same size, you might be able to run a lot on eBay. You know what I'm saying? But what's up, Tim?
My phone overheated. Well, we're going thrifting now, guys.
Thrifting.
Yeah, I'd stop at this store over here, and there's a thrift store right here, so I figured, why not, right?
All right.
It's just one of those things where Cernoch is like, you don't want to give bad advice and be like, oh yeah, you're gonna kill it, and then have them, not do that well.
Yeah.
Oh no, you good? Take your time.
All 3x. I mean, maybe a bundle. If they're all 3x, if you bundle, count how many you have, bundle them up, then times 5.
That's what, and I would do. I would do times 5 and put it on eBay. And oh, look at that! How much?
Are you serious? Why did you open the door? There's more than one?
There's a New Jersey Devils one too.
How much?
I don't know. It's behind the counter, so let's.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
The old behind the counter move.
It is 25% off though.
Get these pricier back. Okay. You know what I mean? I see. Design.
How you doing today, ma'am?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. Can I ask you a favor really fast?
Yeah, 1 second.
All right.
All right, let's see.
Okay. A what? Slippers, right here. Slippers? Yeah. Right. I don't know what slippers are. Right. No, this was same one. Right.
Oh, I don't know what flippers.
This one? That one, yeah. A slipper.
Great.
Everybody got different
Flippers?
Wow.
Can I see the 2 jackets on the back right here?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Slippers. There.
I was talking.
You know, this like this. Yeah. Name it different.
Price.
Wow. Nice
What's the
hit.
price?
Yeah. You don't want to show us.
Yeah. So what you do is find something equivalent. Like if those are $10, find something else that's $10, and even exchange. But keep in mind today, everything is $20.
Dang it, man.
Even for non-members or whatever. Everybody. Oh, for members. For members. Are you a member? No. Okay. So
Wait, how
then
much?
yours will
Is
be
it the same
then
price
yours
on
will
the
be even,
Giants?
what you see. Correct. But you can just do it today. Will you be coming here?
No, I'm on vacation.
Oh, so you're never gonna come back to this area again?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Well, just find something. Okay, find something equivalent. That's all.
So yeah, that's not gonna happen today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much retail.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both for super cool jackets, but not for.
What sizes were they?
The Pro Line Reebok was a XXL. The Devils one was probably about the same, XL or
Yeah.
XXL.
Well, what happens sometimes?
Absolutely. When I look at sizes, I have to go by the company and all that. So different. I don't know, but they write it in size. Look what the price is. Sometimes they're right. Men's, large.
Anybody know anything about this?
What is that?
Oh no, this is women.
No idea.
Is that an erector set?
No, they're like trains.
Oh, there you go.
No.
Let's see.
If it's not the engine, they're not worth much.
I don't do trains, so. Whoa. Pause. Colby's like 10 to 15. Put that back. Put that back. Here, let's. Oh, Tim's. Tim, don't be covering up your camera.
This one is old, but it sounds broken. I'm good.
Is this a Goodwill or what?
What's that?
What is this place?
It's called Second Ave Thrift Store.
What is this place so I know never to go there?
Well, sometimes you get lucky.
You gotta hope they miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I don't.
All right, because you're spoiled. We know.
I know, right? I hate myself sometimes. Like,
No, I'm
yep,
just.
I ain't gotta do any of that.
Am I spoiled too?
Yeah, you are, Jimmy.
I didn't ask that. he just he just put that out there without me asking.
That was Leroy, Tim.
Maybe a little bit.
What'd you say?
I
Rotten.
said that was Leroy that asked if he was spoiled.
Oh.
I said, am I spoiled? I think so.
We're all a little spoiled every once in a while.
Yeah.
When I can go thrifting and it's not a thrift shop 5 out of 7 days a week if I really wanted to, I think that's spoiled.
Oof. Beat, done, cooked, roasted. Excuse me, man.
I'll be right back.
Ooh, they got a lot of hats. They got a ton of hats.
Yeah.
No starter in the hat section, huh?
Do they got any shark tooth hats?
No, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it.
No?
Do
Okay.
they do toy grab bags at this store? That's what I want to know.
Not today.
Tim, do they do toy grab bags?
We'll go check.
Jimmy says he's all about the toy grab bags.
I'm checking my Hawaiian shirts right now. Oh. It's not Kenny Powers, but it's Kenny Flowers.
Are you standing like right next to those ladies, or are they just talking loud?
Very loud.
Great.
See if we can find any soccer jerseys that slip through the cracks.
See if they have any Pro Line jackets.
It's tough out here in the streets, man.
Ask them if they have any snap-on ratchets.
No, they don't have any tools at this thrift store ever.
Do you have any snap-on ratchets? My friend Leroy wants to know.
If they have any,
Ask them if they have any 1950s Woolrich Mackinac jackets.
ask them if they have a grab bag full of red lines.
You guys are all assholes, by the way.
Jimmy's wondering if they have G1 Transformers in a bag.
We love you, Tim.
Chat. Wait, request what you want them to look for.
We love you, Tim.
That cart's looking pretty empty, Tim.
Looks like it's gonna
Hold up.
be pretty empty too.
Don't want excuses.
I'm still laughing.
That's funny.
Ask them if they have any public bathrooms that doesn't smell like junk. Ask them if they have any video games or consoles inside somewhere
Ooh,
else.
look at there's a bunch of toys in bag. They put one toy in a bag? Come on. That's not a grab bag. Oh, these have more in them. All right, you're looking for figures. Those are modern My Little Ponies. Looking for Monster Highs. We're looking for action figures. We're looking for. Oh,
Get it, Jimmy. Get it.
more. Oh, there's Flash. Who's with Flash? On the right. I can't tell.
Hey, Cernoch, they're putting in the chats what they want. I'm reading some of them.
There you go.
What's up, Justin? Oh, Molly.
The PJ Mask in there and Sully, a Power Ranger. I don't know who that guy is.
Right, Cat?
Yeah, they got a lot of grab bags though. LOL surprise. Lots of cars. Any tractors like John Deere tractors? You don't get that out there.
Tractors, yeah.
Oh, look, there's one right there. It's not diecast though. Just out of curiosity, what's the average price on a bag?
$72.
From $249 to $549.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
That guy found the good stuff right there. Look, he's around it.
Cernoch, we're gonna ask them if they have any TV solder.
They do have a lot of grab bags, so. Good night. Ooh, who's that? Those are older. Wait, who's the green guy? Riddler, and then there's a Joker to the left. Those I would lens those. Anybody know about those? I mean, that's some older stuff. How much is that?
Toothpaste.
$3.49.
What else? There's Mario. That Mario's probably nothing special though. There's Batgirl.
Catwoman.
Catwoman, sorry, yeah, my fault.
That JR from Dallas.
Oh, yeah. You might want to look into that bag. Put that in your cart, Tim. Don't just leave it there.
Right?
Let's do this. Well, I'll help
Hey,
you right now.
listen to Jimmy.
Let's JR from Dallas action.
He's been in the
JR from Dallas action figure.
he's in these streets.
Hey, so like your brother said, ask her if they have any filler bags for $5.
Yeah. Ask him if they're doing their filler box sale.
I'm not
Buy
seeing
one
it.
for $3.
I don't know if it's
Filler
JR
box
from
free.
Dallas though.
You might be right.
See if you can buy a whole contractor bag of ties for $3.
JR didn't have a tool belt.
Ask him where the pink and white stuff is.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's Jurassic Park.
Is it Jurassic Park?
Yeah, that's Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park.
That could be good.
$4.
Could not be good.
Yeah, we got Tim looking at toys.
Good call, Joe Deals.
It's not a JR, it's a JP.
Oh, Joe Deals is in the building? Look at this hat I just
The Riddler is like $10, $8.
Chicago Bears action. This is a
I think it's McDonald's.
CCM.
Oh,
It's a
is it
CCM.
McDonald's?
All those Batmans are McDonald's. So.
No bueno.
Womp, womp, womp.
I got a Giants one we're gonna redo. Look how it's pancaked.
Well, look at that Paddington. Paddington sometimes sells.
Yeah.
Not sometimes. If you find the right one, he can be decent.
Oh, it's a Coles Paddington.
Oh yeah, no, put it back. Who's that guy with the mustache down there?
Where?
Oh,
This guy, Puppy Corn.
Okay, I just saw. Yeah, he looked like he had a mustache. Don't fault him. Alf? No, that's scary.
Oh, what is that?
Dude.
For the winter, when the baby is cold. Are any of these Jurassic Park?
I don't know. You can't see them. I don't think so.
Terrible. They have a lot of toys though.
They do.
You know, ooh, that guy's from that. He's from one of the new that flying guy over there. He's not worth anything though.
Well, folks,
It's been fun.
I hate how I can't.
Yeah. That's right.
These are actually not that bad. I've sold those before.
Nothing today?
No, not unless you guys are ready to negotiate prices on these jackets.
Okay, you have to go to the manager and decide. I mean, everything's doable.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm serious. You can ask her. Tell her a certain one. You can ask her.
okay.
I mean, there's certain
They not having it.
What?
No,
They not having it.
is she getting the manager?
No, I'm gonna go knock on the back door.
Say, I want to talk to a manager.
No.
I just don't know how the manager's going to react when Tim asks for 80% off.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm gonna offer them $20 for both jackets. What is this
That's
ticket
what
price?
it's
This
gonna be
ticket
like.
price was $100, so yeah.
Tim's going to be like, can I get 80% off instead
Yeah.
of 25?
I just had a baby. I'm just trying to make a living.
Oh, man.
That came out good too. This Giants hat.
Oh, yeah.
My camera is so far away from me, but it's like so close. I don't understand what's going on here. Well, that wasn't fun. My Dukes is texting me. What store are you at? I'm at the second Ave by my house, Mom. All right, I'm gonna. I'll be home in a few minutes, and I'm gonna pop on from the computer before my phone overheats again.
All right.
All right.
I gotta go take some pictures. Son of a mother.
How far, Jimmy? How far are you away from Hartford, Ohio?
Hartford? Does not ring a bell.
Sharon Speedway or Sharon Speedway. I'm gonna say Sharon. That sounds cool. Hartford, Ohio.
An
I
hour.
know. Now,
1
now,
hour.
now that you're in Ohio, like you don't know where anything's at, kind of like me in West Virginia. And so, like anytime like there's something in Ohio, like, hey, where's this at? Like, I don't know.
But I'm getting to know a lot of the smaller towns in my area for sure.
Yeah.
Hartford's just northeast of Columbus. It's about an hour away. I'm actually shopping in that area this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I'm down there.
He's
Yep.
gonna send you
There's
the
a big
he's gonna
community
send you-
sale in that area that I'll be down at this weekend. Not in Hartford, but in the general area.
Nice.
Yeah, actually not far at all from where that I'll be. So I'm supposed to have a yard sale this weekend with a friend of mine that I've made here who she does great at her yard sale every weekend.
Yeah.
I mean every year that she has it. And I'm supposed to go, and I'm still supposed to go, kind of. But I messaged her, hey, can I bring my tables over on Wednesday, and then I'll come. I'll come early on Thursday and set up. And she's like, well, we're gonna like we'll have to put you outside because I had way more stuff than I thought, and like she sent me pictures. Her garage is overflowing with stuff.
Jeez.
And it's calling for rain on Thursday
Oh,
morning, so I'm not gonna go set up. Like I'm about to tell her I can't go out there because it's gonna rain, and she's in her garage, so it'll be perfect for her.
Yeah.
But I don't want. I'd rather shop than go out there and fight the rain.
Yeah.
All morning. Like it's just not even. But I'm actually gonna go shop her sale because she's a great picker. She gives fair prices, and she's got so much stuff.
That sounds good. Yeah, I don't know what the weather report is going to be like this week, so I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I hate when it calls. I mean, Thursdays. I know, like it's funny because like Tim and Kevin will message me like, "You're out at yard sales on Thursday." I'm like, "Man, Thursday is my best day to be out at yard sales." There's yard sales everywhere out here on Thursdays.
Yeah, you can find a lot of out here too.
So when it's raining on Thursday, it sucks because a lot of people out here they'll weather it, and so like I'm out there, but it's one of those things where like sometimes you'll drive to a sale and they decide we're gonna wait till tomorrow since it's raining today.
Yeah.
And like that one that I told you I'm going to, that's an hour away. It's supposed to start on Thursday. So do I go or not is the question. Like, do I drive out there? If it's going to be raining Thursday morning, a lot of people might say, you know what? We're just going to do it on Friday instead.
Yeah. Call them up.
This is one of those sales. This is one of those big community sales that's kind of like not well advertised.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of stumbled upon it last year. And I did really good. And there wasn't a whole lot of competition out there. So, and there's really nobody. That's why there's really nobody I can contact about it. I just gotta go.
Go incognito mode.
Incognito.
I think I'm done messing with hats.
So I'm gonna get up and drive the hour and see what happens.
Yeah, why not? You never know. It might be.
I mean, yeah, I'll watch the weather closely. If it's gonna be storming, like if it's gonna be downpour, I might not go Thursday morning. But I gotta watch the weather close. It's supposed to storm tonight out here. A lot of people in the country are supposed to get some bad storms today.
Yeah, they're coming. They're rolling through Tennessee right now. That they were saying.
Yeah, that's heading my way. Thankfully, they're usually calmed down by the time they get up here, but it's heading my way.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to get anything.
I bought my first ever at a yard sale Nintendo Switch in Tennessee, actually.
Oh. I've never bought a Nintendo Switch.
I paid. It was in a big bundle deal, and it ended up being $60 for the Switch. When you add up what we ended up when we made the deal and we cut the price down, the Switch ended up, it's got everything. It's got all the wires. It's got that. It's got the docking station.
Well, there you go.
So I mean, it's got a carry case. Chad GPT is listening to me. What are you doing, Chad? I left Chad open. Got the case.
Chad GPT.
Good old Chad. Chad's helped me recently. I've started using him more. Like if I can't find good comps or good information on Google's Lens, I'll put the picture into Chad, and he at least tells me what he thinks it is and stuff. Like
yeah.
Good old Chad. Let's see if this thing turns on without charging it. Right. Man, I don't remember where the power button on my switch is.
Hey, Jimmy,
It helps if I hold it the right way. Huh.
does your friend Chad live near you?
Corky Picker Chad? He's not too far.
No, your friend Chad
GPT?
GPT.
He's always here.
He's always there.
He's always here. It's not turning on right now, so I'm going to charge it. Wouldn't that be cool if I had a game in there? Let's check. I never checked to see if I had a game.
Does it have a game?
No game. What if it has like a bunch of good games preloaded? I don't know Switches that well. If it has a bunch of games preloaded, like if I sell it, can the person that buy it play those games?
I don't think so. I think it's all through like the Nintendo shop and everything like that.
Why you gotta ruin my hopes and dreams?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I know. I've kind of figured that would be the case.
Yeah.
I was hoping. Where's the? Do I not have the power cord? I thought I had a power cord. What tarnations? AC adapter. I guess I'm missing the AC adapter. So I lied. But I have a switch upstairs I can use to charge it. My switch.
Well, you can test it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now.
Man, I thought I had everything, but it's missing the little box, the little AC adapter box. What? Maybe I have that somewhere else, not on this table. Good old Chad GPT. I'm just trying to be hip to the game, guys, and keep up with what all these kids are doing.
Well, I mean, they said at the very beginning of this whole thing, it's going to become not what you know, but how to ask the right questions.
Yep, I agree with that. I mean, it's a definitely a topic that can be talked about for a long time about how kind of the world as we knew it, just like pre computers, that we all lived in the pre-computer world. I think we did.
Yeah.
And now, how much the world changed because of that. And then we definitely all lived in the pre-internet world, and how much the world changed because of that. And the share, the amount of knowledge that can be easily accessed. Well, AI is changing that too. Everybody's going to have their opinions on a lot of that stuff, but it's definitely changing the way we live, no matter what we do.
You are correct. You know what drives me wild about that, though? We're changing so much, but people still say, "Oh, the kids nowadays."
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when I hear that, I jump all over them. I'm like, yeah, what about the kids nowadays? It's totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's 100% different. I mean, think about if you were in school and you had a device where you could just ask it to the question that you're being asked.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I mean, maybe not everybody would say this, but heck yeah, I would have used it. Heck yeah, I would have been going home and asking it every question I could about what I'm learning.
Or it's like, it's like the behavior. It's like, wait a minute. We were doing the same stuff. Just a little bit different. And I always tell people, I'm like, and they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, yeah. And when we were having our field parties, drinking beer at 15 years old, no one had a phone. No one had a video camera.
Yep.
There was no social media, internet. You know what I'm saying? So I always like, I try to relate back to that. Like, listen, it was totally different.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you think about some of the, every generation has its different struggles and things that it has to deal with and figure out. I mean, could you imagine if imagine being a kid and everything that you do could easily be caught and shared for the world to see.
Exactly.
Like
And
easily you could do something stupid and someone standing off in the distance with a phone recording what you're doing and they share it to the
2 million
world.
people will see it.
Yeah.
And
then and that's just, to me, that's a whole nother challenge that the young kids of today have to navigate.
Yeah. So I always give them a little more of a pass. You know what I'm saying? I always give them a little more of a pass. Kids nowadays, my ears pop up. Yeah, what's up? I have kids. Cool.
I mean, it's changed so much. My boys are 24 and 21.
Oh yeah,
and just from when they were kids, it's even changed so.
100%.
Like my oldest, he's like, "What's this chat?" I mean, he's 24. And he's like, "What's Chat GPT?" And I was like, "It's all the kids are doing this." And so like he's learning about, like, he's starting to use it now and learning like how to use it and navigate it. And he's like, "Man, this is." Yeah. See, sports is where it's at. Made an all-star team in baseball.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to go. I like to go on my little rant. The kids are fine. The kids are fine.
They're fine.
The kids are fine.
I agree.
Good. All right. Lots of hats. I got some really cool.
Some hats. I should work on some hats too.
Look at this one. I worked on a few of these military ones. These came out. I did these last night, and these were all smashed up, and they came out perfect. Yeah, Kat. Yeah. Listen, I always say screen time is fine when you balance it out.
Yep. Yeah.
Because Jimmy, you hear it all. Oh, the kids don't play outside anymore. They're always on our video games. Bro, weren't we on our video games? They couldn't pull us away from those video games.
Yep. I mean,
Super Nintendo, PlayStation. You're telling me?
Sure.
You're telling me, like, we do the same thing. It's like,
yep.
We stayed up all night playing the video game.
It's just that, I mean, there's that generation right before us where they didn't.
I know.
Because they didn't have it. Like,
but I hear it from my generation, our generation saying it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean, it was, I get it. Our generation, it was still pretty new, and not everybody had it. But if I mean, and again, it's all, there's so many different dynamics about it, like there's parenting decisions, deciding how you want to, what you want to do. Like, there's just so many variables that for everybody's different. I'll never tell anybody.
I know.
Like, other than obviously kinds of abuses and stuff, I'll never tell anybody they're raising their kids wrong. No, that's not who I am.
All right. I think I got enough hats done. Now I got to just move all this stuff. Don't you hate that when you like pile yourself up and then you got to like re-all do it?
Oh man, I mean, isn't that the story of a reseller's lives?
I know, right? I feel like I'm just moving stuff from here to here, and then back, and then here.
ColecoVision, man. My first video games I ever played in home was on a Texas Instrument home computer.
Dude, did you have the Tandy?
No.
We had the Tandy. What was TR? What was it? The TR90 or whatever. That was our first thing we had. I know what you're talking about. The Tandy was very, very close to that Texas Instruments thing.
Yeah. I saw one of those Texas Instrument home computers at a estate sale, and I wanted to buy it, but they had too much on it. Like, I want to have one just for nostalgia reasons. I used to play the original Donkey Kong on there, where Mario would go up the ladders and he would throw the barrels at you.
Yeah.
That was the first video gaming I ever did in home, was on that.
Dude, the Tandy was Radio Shack.
Radio Shack. All right.
And
I've heard of the Tandy, but I never had it.
Let me see.
Commodore 64. Yep.
Yeah, that was all the.
That was more for the kids that were a little bit more advanced than me. Web TV. I remember Web TV.
But yeah, the Tandy was weird. It was a keyboard. It was like a
big
that's
keyboard. How the Texas Instruments was too.
And then you put cartridges in the side of it.
All right, the Texas Instrument. I remember you had the keyboard, and then the games on the top of it. There was a little slot you would slide the games into.
Oh, cool. And then, but here's the thing: to play sound for the game, bro, you had to hook up another like a tape recorder, and the tape came with a cartridge and a cassette, and you put the cassette in it, and it synced somehow to the game.
What?
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, the Tandy TR90, I believe. Is that what it's called?
I just got an offer on a slot car. Let's see what kind of offer. $21 offer, and I have it listed for $25. We'll take that.
Oh, Tandy TRS80. That's what it was. Well, I don't know. That's a little bit different.
Let's see if I can find I just remember being called a Texas Instrument home computer.
Yeah, it was literally like that right here. Like this.
Oh, yeah. See, that thing's huge.
Yeah. Well, but it plugged into the TV and everything like that.
This was the TI, Texas Instruments home computer. And see that little slot on the side?
Oh, yeah.
That's where the games went in.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
So I see the slot on the side of the one you showed.
Yeah, it was on the side. Yeah.
That's crazy. Here's a picture with a game in it right there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, that was the first in-home gaming I ever played.
That's crazy. My grandmother had like the first Pong.
That's crazy.
My parents' friends had ColecoVision, and they had like 20 games, and we thought that they were rich.
Right?
That's the truth, though.
They had like 20 games, and it was like, oh my god, can we go to Nancy and Jimmy and Carol's house because we want to play their game?
Yep, that's funny. I remember before we got our Texas Instrument computer, our neighbor, he had an Atari. Oh, we were so jealous.
Yeah.
The rich kid had the Atari. That's the thought you had back then.
Yeah, my cousins had the Atari. And then my friend down the street had the Nintendo. Like just the regular Nintendo.
What was the Atari that came out? And it wasn't really that popular, and now it's super expensive.
Oh, I don't know.
Was it a Jaguar or something like
Oh, there
that?
was an Atari Jaguar. Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Yep.
mother bought one for her godson back in the day. We had systems that were better, but she bought him a Jaguar.
Yeah, that's probably got some value now.
Yeah. You
And then
couldn't give them away at one point.
Huh?
You couldn't give them away at one point.
I know. Because they stopped making games for it, you know? Yeah, first thing I had was a Sega Genesis.
Sega.
And then my brother got a Super Nintendo. And then we missed, so we went, the jump was Super Nintendo, and then we never bought, after the Super Nintendo, we didn't get into the GameCube or all that stuff. And after the Genesis, I didn't get into all that other stuff. When the PlayStation came out, you could rent the PlayStation plus like 5 games from Video Vision for $20 for a week for 7 days. And my dad would just do that for us. He would just throw down 20 and let us go ham for an entire week. So, but we never bought a PlayStation. And then the next thing we bought was the Xbox that came out. The OG Xbox. What was it? Yeah, to Xbox. Yeah. But remember the Video Vision? We'd rent the PlayStation. It was like $20 and we get like 5 games with it.
I'm trying to find.
And then like I went to college. I forget how it went, but my brother bought an Xbox too because I left with the Xbox and I went to college. Well, when I came home, we would link them up then with like the little cable. You could link up and play Halo with it. Those were the times.
Yep.
That's the most like that. That's like probably like the height of my gaming.
I think we're showing our age.
Movie time video, yes. Yeah, we are showing our age. Because, well, you know, no.
Whoa.
Hardcore gaming, Xbox. We have an Xbox 360. But here's the problem with me with video games is, I know me. I'll get wrapped up in a video game and don't do anything else. And I remember I bought the PlayStation 4 from the flea market and it had Red Dead Redemption 2 in it. I played it for like 2 days straight. And I was like, this is dangerous. I literally sold the entire thing, all the games in one shot. I was like, no way. This is gonna be bad. So Minecraft, oh man. With early days of my son Cohen, Minecraft, hours, bro. Dad, build me something cool. And you just sit there watching me build stuff.
My daughter and her mom still play The Sims.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. My daughter, she's like, Daddy, I built my thing on The Sims. I was like, that's like 1962. Tell your mother to get something else.
No, they keep on updating it though.
They do. Yeah.
No, I don't play. I have a Switch that I kept, so one day I can resell it. I have my PS4, but I don't ever play anymore. I don't play in probably a year now. I did play some video games when my brother was visiting because he has younger boys, and we hook up the games and played some games. So I did play then, but I don't play hardly at all anymore. I used to play a lot though. I was like you, Chris. Cernoch. I would play and then I'd get lost in the game, and then the day would be gone.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm an adult. I have bills. I have, I have responsibilities. I have kids. It's like, ooh, that's dangerous.
Like I wish I didn't play as many games when my kids were born and in my early 20s and stuff. Like I wish I would have not been playing because I played a lot of games then when they were young. And we,
Yeah.
me and the boys hanging out on the couch and me playing games and them watching it. Like I didn't know what I was doing. So
Well, bro, that's the thing about parenting. There's no like, here's exactly how you have to do it.
yep.
Oh.
Now I got 2 gamers. They're grown men and they're big time gamers.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
I don't
That's how
mind.
it
I'm
goes.
fine with. But that's what they do. They got the PCs. They're full time. They are big time gamers. What year were you in your 20s? I mean, it was early. I turned. Let's see. When would I have turned 20? In '96, I turned 20. So late '90s, early 2000s. It was early 2000s. I was doing that. 2000, 2001.
Yeah. See, I was still in college. I was in college. Well, no, 2001. I was in LA.
Well, my first son was born in the year 2000. So.
Well, I have a joke, but it's an off-air joke for. I don't. It's a good joke, but I don't want to say it in front of everybody.
There's him.
I always say, never mind.
All right. Good thing about diapers is you can reuse the boxes.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah.
That's just great though. What Tim's. Oh, good thing about diapers, Tim. It's a new Tim.
Right. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Don't want to ever do it again.
Yeah. New bulb for my light here soon. Michael, show the thrift haul, Tim.
Right here. Look at this.
That's amazing comment right there.
Awesome find right here.
That's great. That is one of the best comments ever.
Hilarity ensues.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go take pictures.
All right.
Check this out, guys. This was from that sale where I got the red lines. $10. No, this one was $5. This one was $5. New in the box.
Oh wow.
Never been out of the box. Like literally still all. It doesn't. It didn't have tape in it or anything on it, but it is brand new in there.
It's legit. It's legit.
See that?
Oh wow. Look at that.
Did it wrong. That way, then that way. About to take pictures of that right now. Should I take it out of the box?
I mean, aren't you gonna sell it new open box?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, might as well.
I don't want to. That's a lot of work. But I agree.
Well, how many cords does it have? That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
If it's got a lot of cords, then you might.
Let's see. Regret taking this out of the box.
See, I knew I was right. I knew I was right the other day. Y'all aren't gonna understand, but someone showed this tag, and then told me I was wrong. They had a tag with this on there, that little guy right there, and I said that's universal, okay? And I said we covered the world, and they're like, no, that's the paint. I said no, that's we covered the earth. I said that we cover the world, and I'm like, that's it right there. Boom, universal, we cover the world right there. Whoever I was arguing with, I'm right. I forget who it was, but I'm right. And you're wrong. Sorry.
I don't know. Should I plug it in and see if it works?
Go ahead.
Probably better. The moment of truth. I gotta find an outlet. I'm coming in here for an outlet. Oh, there's one right here. It works.
Does it?
That's insane.
Now,
There's no better feeling than when you're testing electronics to resell and it works.
I mean, this sucker's burning. You're right, Tim. You're 100% right.
Because, I mean, you're completely taking a risk, you know? So when you get it home and it works, you're like, oh, yeah.
I mean, I think me taking this out of here is the first time it's ever been out here.
I don't know, Tim. I kind of like it better when it doesn't work, and you sit there for a few minutes and you just look at yourself, and you look at the item, just shake your head, and you go, "Man, I thought that was gonna work." And you look at it again, and you're like, "What am I gonna do with this now?" Then you start getting mad. You're like, "Man, I thought that was gonna work. I can't believe it." And then you're like, "Well, maybe I could fix it." And you start taking it apart. You're tinkering with it. Now it still don't work. And then you're like, you know what? I'm wasting time. But then you still kill it. Oh, well, what if I do this? And you still mess with it. Then I just grab a hammer and start smashing it. And you're like, all right, now I can't fix it.
That seems like a lot.
Right? Right, Walter? I know, right? Someone was arguing about a clothing tag. Yeah. Oh, so Tim, glad you're here. So you know how you had your catchphrase, show the glow?
Yes.
So I was trying to think about a hat phrase about like steaming the hats. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you steam that one for me? And I was thinking, throw that steam on it. What do you think about that, Leroy?
What about just steam, baby?
Throw that steam on it. Or steam, mother. No, it don't work.
Oh, Cernoch.
All right.
I was falling asleep until Cernoch decided to say his Steam slogans.
Yeah, then you could go from the snap to the brim, or from the snap to the bill, to the
Look at this one.
Steam drops down my hat.
Little
Steam, mother.
little King's bucket hat action. I don't know. That's kind of cool though. Vintage King's bucket hat.
Cernoch, I already have my own slogan.
What?
You know.
Blood, sweat, sell?
Nope,
Let's
sell
sit
it
low
low.
and let it go.
Sell it low and let it go.
Oh, I thought it was F you, pay me.
What are we doing here?
This hat's blue. Yeah. Okay. This.
What the heck was that?
What happened?
You.
Leroy, you should know me long enough to know the noises I make.
Yeah, that was like something like that was like dinosaurish.
I got a 3 striper. Loyal Order of the Moose. Buckhannon, West Virginia. Nothing anybody cares about.
I care so much.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it's not one that's gonna, you know, sell. But we'll listen anyway. We'll listen as bait.
IK. That's sale.
So good.
All right.
Got some boots that I'm about this brand I never heard of.
What do you got?
Some boots.
Boots.
I'll show you them after I picture them.
Oh, just in case anybody was wondering, I'm going to be on Nurse Flipper tonight.
Oh, you are in.
Oh. They're gonna put you in the hot seat. I'm gonna make sure they do it.
What
Who's
do you
on
mean?
there?
Dan in Demand.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Why? Why?
Yes, I'm not joking. I'm being serious.
Didn't sound that way, Jimmy.
No, it did. I just was curious as to why I'm lucky though. I mean, obviously, I love the fact that I'm on with Dan because
Dan's in demand.
because me and Dan, Dan and I get together, it's trouble.
Yeah. See those Cernoch?
Uh-huh.
Oh, bruh, yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about week 1, Penjo. Yeah.
Labrador.
Labrador.
And then this is the brand, I guess.
Welt boots.
I picked them up for cheap. I'm gonna learn about them.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, Tim, I hope you have a great show with Dan.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast.
I'll be doing a show later on with Corey and Chris and all those guys, so that will be fun. You know, we all have our friends and people that we like, and that's it. We just do what we do. But I'm going to make sure you go in the hot seat. I'm going to put a request out there.
What is the hot seat?
You're the one that gets all the questions first.
I don't like the hot seat, but I'm always in it. Yeah, when they ask a question, you got to be the first to answer it. It's fun.
I don't think they want that.
It's either you or Dan. I think it's going to have to be you.
Look at these CDs, guys, sealed. So I'm not familiar with a lot. Trick Daddy.
Oh, Trick
What?
Daddy.
Nice.
Sealed. Wyclef Jean.
All right, cool.
Sealed. Juvenile. Sealed.
Back that up. Yeah. Yeah.
Those are
Run
good.
Hey, wait.
DMC.
Juvenile. Is that Cash Money? On the
Sealed.
back of, what record label is the Juvenile on?
Quarterly.
What?
Yes, Cash Money Records. Now it sucks. It has this. Some of them have this. Like you see, it has that little break in the jewel case right there,
Where?
right by the Hummer right there.
Oh, it's cracked, you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
That Run DMC one.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Clue presents Backstage.
Yep.
The Beat Nuts.
Beat Nuts,
Oh,
dude.
wow.
1, 2, 3 of the Beat Nuts.
Nice.
Sealed?
Sealed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sealed.
I paid
That's
a quarter
great.
piece for these CDs. Same Redline sale. What do we got
You got
here?
more?
Yeah, I got a bunch. The East
Oh,
Siders.
sweet. Yeah.
I got this one from the Ali movie. I got a couple of those in here.
Beat notes were awesome.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri Instructions. That one's got a crack in it too. Here's P Diddy and the family.
Right?
Little controversial one
Little
there.
bad boys for life.
Silk the Shocker. Come
Silk
on.
the Shaka, yeah.
Look at that,
That's
huh?
cash money too, right?
I know that was Master P, right? Him and Master P.
Yeah.
No limit. No limit.
No limit. There
Oh,
you go.
No Limit. Yeah, that's right.
No Limit Soldiers. Belle Biv DeVoe, BBD.
I thought it was
I got
me.
2 of those. We
I
got
thought it was me.
8 Ball, Almost Famous.
That's nice. You got some pretty awesome classics there. This person obviously
Bubba Sparks.
Bubba
Oh,
Sparks.
He bought, his son said he bought stuff at auctions and then just threw it in a room.
Oh, wow.
So like that's where this was from that room. He's like, this stuff, another Run MDMC one. He just said he bought them at an auction and it went into this room and what's this one? This one's like God. Oh yeah. Yes, this is one of my favorite ones. Come on.
The Wu Chronicles, Wu Tang. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Who remembers these this Destiny's Child way back in the day?
Right.
What does this one say? Something crucial. The
Crucial Conflict?
no. The what does that say?
Something crucial.
Wait. I don't want to mispronounce that. Or it's the Bigga Figga. The Bigga with a B, Figga with an F.
I have no idea. That's a new one on me.
Ice Cube, War and Peace.
Oh, there we go.
We got. Sometimes I gotta read the side of them. Psychopathic Riders. I don't know.
Damn, you know what's crazy is Wu Chronicles on
Don't break them. The weight
a
shift.
set is
Some of these it sucks because there's a couple good ones in here, but they're the edited version. Who's
Oh,
AZ?
oh man, AZ was one of my favorites growing up.
That one has a little tear in the poly wrap. Don't
The Wu Chronicles might do really well.
Snoop Dogg, The Last Meal. Look at me. Representing the little people. Bushwick Bill. Repping the little people, y'all. Another 8 Ball. Who's this? Master P.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 85% of our audience has no idea what's going on right now.
I actually know something, but yeah, I hear you.
But there's some
8
good
Ball and the MJG.
yeah. Which one is that one?
Memphis Underworld.
Yeah, you got a lot of like Memphis and Southern stuff in here.
Youngtown, is that what that says? Wait, no. Yuckmouth.
You got some. I'm sure you said how much did you pay for all that?
A quarter a piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna slay.
I just grabbed all the sealed stuff. Iced Tea, original Gangster right there. And then what's the last one? Lil Wayne, Lights Out.
Ooh, I'll put that one up.
And then I got some rock stuff, but it's not sealed. Kind of crazy though, right?
Yeah.
That sale was amazing. I got those LPs at that sale that I fanned through the other day. Those were $1 a piece, but then he gave me a $10 discount on the whole price.
Can't beat it.
It's all it's all going on Dibit, folks. It's all going on Dibit. I just knew that. I knew that you guys would appreciate those.
Oh yeah. Love looking at that.
All right.
Yeah, it's funny that Trick Daddy album. I worked that album with Atlantic Records. I was on the Atlantic Records Houston street team, and we promoted that record, that Trick Daddy record.
Really?
Yeah, isn't
Prove
that
it.
crazy?
Prove it.
I believe
Prove
it.
it. All right.
Here he goes. He's gonna go upstairs and get the album cover or something. I just said that to tease him because I know that he has.
Oh, he's got proof somewhere. You know he does.
I know he does. I know he does. Tim knows I was messing with him.
Oh man, I'm supposed to go get. I'm gonna drive to Findlay today after this.
What's that?
They got that newspaper place that sells their end rolls. I get the paper rolls. They sell them for super cheap.
Nice.
So I go down there and I load up on a bunch of them. But I'm down to my last roll. But man, I get those rolls for $3 a roll. They last me. I go down there and buy. I spend like $20 on them. Last me half a year or longer sometimes.
Can't beat it.
Nope. Only thing is, it's about a 48-minute drive, but it's worth it.
Well, if you only have to do it a couple times a year, that's not bad.
It's just when that
Is
day.
there anything you could stop at on the way?
They have some thrift stores. I used to hit the thrift stores there, but man, they're not great. Aaron,
You just gotta run in and do the blow and goes like I did.
yeah, I'll probably do that. I will. I know I will because I do it every time I go there. I stop at the thrifts. I learned that from. Well, I'll give props. Grams and Pops Vintage. They're the ones that said on one of their videos, ask your local newspapers if they sell end rolls.
Yeah.
This is the closest one I could find that had them for sale. And
I just do
great.
I just do I don't do that, but I've said it time and time again. I have a connection at my Ashley Furniture, and I just go there and I get like bubble wrap and then some of the sheets.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
It's this stuff here,
Yeah.
and they just put it over the couches and stuff.
Yep.
And I get like 2 or 3 bags every time I go, and it's free. I just buy them a pizza a couple times a year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. Because furniture, man, yeah, heck yeah.
I'll get like styrofoam corners too, Jimmy. Like
what is it?
Like styrofoam corners and stuff.
You get those from where you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's good void fill, or sometimes you
use them for styrofoam corners.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't keep a lot of those. Like I'll keep like maybe like a half a dozen or a dozen of them. I got a bin upstairs that's just all boxes, like used boxes I throw in there.
Oh, Jigsaw Jen grew up in Findlay. Nice. Findlay every year has a high school that has a big sale every year that I do. And it's good because, it's a fundraiser, so they charge you $10 to get in, which I'm fine with because it's a fundraiser for the high school band and stuff. And I always do really good there, too, so I go there once a year. It's a nice little town. Findlay's a nice town. What is that?
There you go. There's a Trick Daddy right there.
There's your proof.
Somebody blow that up so we get. I don't believe this.
We had to take pictures of where we were at.
Oh, that's so cool.
At Soundwaves in Houston.
That's cool.
And we were doing street team.
Would you just go to the honey hole and find that in the up? Was that in the honey hole?
I have pictures.
No, I think you just ran over to the honey hole and you found that on the shelf and you try to prove to us that you worked with them.
Right? Yeah.
It's just if he'll just say it's up there somewhere if he doesn't find it. Your brother.
No, he'll find it, Michael. I knew he'd find it.
I don't know why that made me think because my brain goes crazy. Does anybody have an update on Eric's ticket stub? I mean, I saw him post something about it on Instagram.
Yeah, it's got like 10 days left still, though.
Does
All
that
that bidding happens at the very end.
right?
Yeah, I've got other pictures too. I just grabbed a bunch of pictures. This is all of like, this is all like circa 99, 2000 stuff. That's at a rave. Went to a rave a long time ago. Back when they had raves. And I had like backstage passes and stuff because I worked at the radio station. And so this is one of my, this at, early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. This had to be 2000. This was probably year 2000 or 99. But that's Adam Freeland performing at a rave. And I basically got in the rave for free because I lied my way into it. Because with raves aren't like with the raves, it wasn't organized back in the early days.
Yeah.
Like, so you're like, hey, I'm with, you made a story and you just stuck to the story and you're on the guest list and they can't find the guest list and you get some people to vouch for you on the other side and you're in.
Like, hey, he's with us.
Yeah, look, Adam Freeland goes, yeah, he's with us, bro. He's with us. So, this is the guy from Orbital. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Did you take those with a disposable camera?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
That little wheel that you had to spin?
Yeah. All that's disposable camera stuff. I was at what it was I have it right here. Where's it at? 90.5 KHSU. This is my friend. I'm gonna hide his face, but this was our office we were in. This tiny little office. Yeah. Dude, think about it now. There was so much money in some of this stuff.
Oh.
Posters, CDs, just the free shirts we would get. Like, man. Like this, look up Voodoo You Lords of Acid poster right here by Coop and see how much that poster right there is running for. It's got to be a $500 poster. Format? Oh, so it was a college radio station. Yeah, I worked for a college. This is when I was in college. I graduated in 2001. College radio station was Sam Houston State University college-run radio station. So
Which poster is it?
Lords of Acid Voodoo You by Coop.
Sold for on auction at $500 basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it looks like it's been relisted too, though.
Oh.
The same poster. Let me check. Yeah, so it's been relisted.
Well, ours was just hanging in the thing, just chilling there.
That means the buyer didn't pay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we would play all kinds of stuff. So the format we had, it was kind of like they had like a format, and then they allowed us to build out things because when I started doing the radio station my sophomore year, like I did a little bit on my freshman year, but I was just a freshman. But my sophomore year, I started getting more involved in it, and it was like people didn't want to kind of like mess with it, and so they would run from like 6 a.m. in the morning to like 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and then just shut down the station. I was like, this is stupid. So my sophomore year, I went to summer school. At the end of my sophomore year, I went to summer school. I didn't need it, but I wanted to do the radio station. So basically, we revamped the entire radio station. It was like me and like 3 other dudes just went in there and like just got programming, and our just kind of fast forward our senior year, we got it going 24 hours. The radio station, and people were doing like cool shows. So we'd have classical music in the morning, jazz in the afternoon, and then it would do like we would have like a news break, and then at 5 o'clock we'd start our shows. Like so you would have our college rock show, our hip hop shows, our dance shows, our cover shows, our Beatles shows, our late night heavy metal shows. So it was really cool. The only bad thing about it was years later I found out that they had like probably like 5 years later after I graduated, they had went back to like because no one wanted to run it or anything like that, so they just went back to like going from like 6 to 4. I'm like, y'all lazy asses.
One of the guys I went to school with that I graduated with, CJ, he worked at Rhode Island College, and he DJ'd there. God, probably for like he did it through school, and then he did it for like another like 8 years.
Oh wow!
And he was just like you, like he was getting like concerts to come in, and
oh yeah. Well, the thing is, no one cared about it. So when we started caring about it, and we started doing a lot of stuff that was like, just do it, and if someone gets mad, ask for forgiveness later. Like we had a whole big ass blow up on campus because we brought out a big sound system in the quad area and we were playing music and everything like that. Oh, they got pissed.
If you have time, I think I've been to Transformation Thrift Store. That's that small one where you can kind of go into the back room. Etc. Shop in Bluffton. It's closed today. All right. I'm gonna take a picture of that.
What are your guys' yard sales usually like on Memorial Day weekend? Is it like dead?
We have I'm going to Route 40 Memorial. Wait, that's this weekend's Memorial Day weekend. No, we got community sales. There's a lot.
Yeah, we have the 14-mile Jaredstown yard crawl this weekend.
Where is that at, Cernoch?
Martinsburg, basically.
What day?
Huh?
What days?
Friday, Saturday.
Really?
Ooh. I should go set up Friday. That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm selling
Route 40. Next weekend is Route 40. Not this weekend.
I'm selling Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Dang.
I'm going to Shelby, North Carolina on Friday. I'm going to Barnyard Saturday and Sunday, and then Chesney has a big thing on Monday.
Okay.
And then next Tuesday, I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be a cutout.
Bro, I tell you what, on Monday, I couldn't, because I had a busy day on Saturday, and then I was all day at the flea market. I did all day at the flea market, came home, and then did like a 2-hour, did like 3 hours of shows, unloading the car and everything like that. Dude, I was dead. Dead.
So, Nick, you got to sell your stuff cheaper at the flea market, but isn't it nice when you go home with money?
Oh, yeah.
How far are you from the Route 40 sale, Cernoch? It looks like it goes to that top east part of South Carolina.
Wait, me or?
West Virginia, not West Virginia.
Is it Northern Panhandle?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't do Northern Panhandle. All I do in West Virginia is Eastern Panhandle. That's it.
Yeah, it's way east though. It's like as far east as you can go.
In the northern panhandle
I don't know the
or the
difference.
eastern panhandle?
Eastern Panhandle. It goes through both.
What?
Yeah. Well, I
May
mean,
28th.
can you see that red line?
Oh, that's the one that runs from St. Louis to Baltimore.
See that red line, Cernoch?
Let me see. Oh, that does go. That don't go through us.
It touches the border.
You
Yeah,
said
but
Route 40?
how many people are really set up that far east though?
I mean, I do good in the smaller towns in Ohio for sure. I'm
Is
just
Yeah.
this
how far is that from you though?
It's close to us because it runs through Baltimore.
Man, you guys should go head west till you get out of town and go to that. That's next weekend.
okay, Chris? So you must explain. Kat, what do I gotta explain? What do I gotta explain?
I can't
Gotta
find like
explain
a map
myself?
of the yard sales though.
I mean, I don't find a map of them. You just drop. I mean, it's a big highway sale. I mean, so if I start in Columbus and head east, there's sales all up and down and especially on Friday, but Thursday too. But I start in Cambridge, Ohio. That's where I found all that glass last year, Tim. That Mosser glass.
Yeah.
That lady that worked there. That was a great
Because Kat, I don't need to. The's nothing out there.
sale.
I feel like there's more people that set up in the Midwest parts of that than they do where we are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
We
just
have
wonder
some people
again.
set up in Cumberland, Maryland.
I just wonder because like if here's the great example. Like in Columbus, that sale there's nobody. This sucks. If you're in the city of Columbus, you're just driving with no sales. It's when you get to the outskirt towns and the smaller towns is where everybody's participating. Because the first year I went, I started in Columbus and found out really quick that nobody in the big cities participating.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got out to Zanesville and started heading east where I really started to hit sales in the smaller towns. And I think that would be probably the same case for you guys. Like if you're anywhere near a big city, it's probably not going to be good. You have to find a small town. You can also 419 sports guy. He asked Chad, and Chad gave him a good rundown of towns that participate well. So you could ask Chad, or you could ask his brother, whoever Google is. Chad GPT is what I'm talking about.
Chad. Yeah, ask Chad. Chad knows what's up.
I mean, you could say like, you could literally ask him what towns are good for the Route 40 sale in whatever part of West Virginia that is, and it'll answer you. Like he literally sent me a screenshot. I'll read some of it. It says,
I don't know where Route 40 is though.
like it says, Springfield. As one of the larger cities along the route, Springfield provides a dense concentration of vendors, including antique shops and flea markets. But that's not somewhere you want to go.
So Route 40 from where I am in Baltimore is 50 minutes.
Are you talking about? Is this Route 70?
No, 40.
Well, 70 goes through Zanesville.
40 and 70 are kind of parallel.
Yeah, so that's the bigger. Yeah, there's a bigger highway that you can jump on and move faster.
So 40 turns into 70, I think.
Yeah, I mean you definitely need to find the map of exactly. Yeah, see, so 70 runs right next to 40. Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. I think 70 and 40.
See, you guys have Chad and all those guys. See, I'm from the hood. We have Chad Vaughn.
Chad Vaughn.
Yeah, he's the hood. He's the hood version.
It's also called the I-70 alternate is 40 and 22. So yeah, I mean you just
See, I don't think many people this way do that one out here.
I'd be curious. I know I'm never.
Because here's the thing: 70 goes through Hagerstown, and Hagerstown does their July 4th one.
I'm gonna find out.
I'll
We
look.
shouldn't to find out. I'm gonna ask Chad.
How's the 14-miler, Cernoch?
Terrible.
Is it really, or are you just saying that messing with me?
I'm gonna go buy some bread from the bread lady if she has it this year.
So you're being serious? It's not worth it.
Not really.
Thinking about maybe going to Pennsylvania on Sunday, but I don't know.
It's not like the Route 11 yard crawl.
Yeah,
that one's good. This one's
Yeah.
like this one you can be done in an hour basically.
Okay. We always do well at the Route 11, Cernoch.
Yeah.
The Route 68 in Kentucky? I don't think so. How far into Kentucky is that? I've never even heard of that one. There's like the 400 or the 900 or something like that in Kentucky that I've looked into. I can never remember which one it is. Let me see if I can find it.
See, the problem, the Route 11 yard crawl would be good. The only problem with it could be way longer. It could be way longer, but the people in Winchester, Virginia that think they're too good for everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's that old money. They think they're too good. Oh, we're not doing garage sales. So they kill it at Winchester. But it could go all, dude, if Martinsburg, Route 11, dude, that's always got yard sales down it. So I wish you could, bam, bam, you could just keep going. But Winchester's like, oh, we have apple blossom.
Yeah, I've looked into that 400. I'd like to go down there. Last year I was gonna go and I didn't go because I waited too long, and then the hotels were like, there's not where I was gonna go. There wasn't a lot of options and good prices.
Chad, what day does this start? It's only 2. Well, that's the day. What day do they start on there? It's a 2-hour drive for me to Landisville. I'm contemplating doing the 301. When is that? Isn't that next weekend too? Or is that the weekend after that?
It's crazy. It's just crazy. This time of year is pretty dang fun, man.
I have too many windows open right now.
Need a bigger screen.
Yeah, not all of us are rich like you, Leroy.
Yeah, I'm about as rich as a dead duck. I just don't have priorities in the right places. That's all my issue.
Keith just said there's a big flea market that weekend too, in the same town.
Oh, in Landisville, Memorial Day?
Yep, same weekend, same town. Sounds like a road trip.
Yeah, right. Josie would kill me.
Well,
301 is the June end of June. Okay.
I need an excuse to go back to Virginia and buy those pants, so maybe I could come do that Landisville stuff and then go drive down to Virginia afterwards and then come back home.
That'd be a mission.
What if your wife is watching in the other room?
All I got is time. Those pants are worth a lot of money though.
Yeah.
So it'd make it worth the while. It'd pay for the whole trip getting those pants.
What pants? I missed that.
You didn't see those pants? I had to leave them because they were crawling with bugs, and I had my car fully loaded with all the stuff from the 100 mile. Let me see if
DC.
I would have strapped them to the roof.
Wasn't it Mr. DC?
yeah, Washington DEECEE Sanforized jeans or what?
Yeah, 1950 Sanford.
There was at least 4 pair in there. There might be more.
Yeah.
And they, I'm trying to find that video of.
If you
Oh, Jimmy, you want to see the blow mold?
I do.
what blow mold?
I bought a blow mold last weekend at the flea market. I called Jimmy. I was like, Jimmy, should I buy this?
Real quick, here's these. Look at this video real quick, Tim. See them shoved up in the raft? They're keeping critters out. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
And watch. So I grabbed them, and this video did pretty good on Facebook.
I need to get set up on Facebook.
Hey,
I need to do more. I need to put more on there because it's actually doing pretty good. I mean, I have a huge following on there, and I didn't really even know it.
Jimmy.
How? On what?
I just upload on my old school flips.
Yeah.
See right there? See that tag?
Oh, yeah.
There, and like the entire shed is lined with denim like that.
Oh, dude, you should have just grabbed it all and put it in a bag.
I thought, we were in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, I am not getting these. They were crawling with bugs. I'm like, and I can go back. I said, we can go back. We can go.
I would have shook them off, and then but you would have had to replace it with insulation.
Oh, I'm gonna buy those pants for sure. They're worth. I mean, I can get them corrected, and yeah.
Okay, here's the blow mold.
Oh yeah, he's cool. He's like waving.
Yeah.
I like that one. I definitely haven't. I've never seen that one. Yeah, man. Heck yeah. That's a good one.
40 inches tall.
Yep. You got that one on a good price too. Heck yeah.
$9.
She.
What is this?
And those pants are free for me. Those pants I'm not buying. We were going through Sonia's granny's old shed. She's like, "Go ahead, whatever you want from there, take it." Well, obviously we'll send her once we sell them. She'll get some of the cut just because that's how we do. But yeah, I don't have to pay her up front for them.
I'm a blow mold.
Is that like that pearl one? Yeah, that's one of those pearl ones, right?
And it says Empire on it.
Yeah, I'm saying they call that.
Yeah.
Either unpainted or pearl, but I don't.
Yeah.
Because there's actually pearl, the ones that they call pearl, and then there's unpainted. So whichever one.
How much that worth?
I don't know. That's probably, I don't know. Little baby Jesus. Like, baby Jesus is one of the harder things to find usually in those nativity scenes. So it's probably got a decent value.
Yeah, $9. Cat, $9.
Yeah,
He wanted 10, but I told him I only had 9 because I didn't feel like breaking 20s.
Oh, Chris Hall has the exact same one. Howdy, it's Toad. Yeah, so like a while back I had uploaded videos to I made my old school flips Facebook and I uploaded videos on there and didn't really pay attention to it very closely. I was just uploading them, and then I didn't look at it for like half a year, right? And I came back and those videos were getting a bunch of views, and I got uh, where's the 8.5K followers on there.
Wow.
And like I put a couple videos up recently, and they've been hitting. That one hit.
What kind of page do you have it as?
I did it as a what do you call it? I don't know what I created it as. Honestly, I don't remember how I did. It's been so long ago.
Adult entertainment.
It's definitely not like a personal one.
Well, yeah.
It's where
I
people
have
people
I have
don't
an
friend
over the
me.
years one, and I have 761 followers.
Yeah, you just gotta. I mean, honestly, the short videos are what did it. Like I made like short format, quick hitting like TikTok type stuff videos on there, and I was just uploading them there too. And like so, like here's another example. Like I just loaded this video on there that hit for 46,000 views, and it's a very short, like 10-second video. And I mean, it paid me $6.50 for that 10-second video being watched that many times.
Nice.
That's not terrible.
Wait, you got paid on Facebook?
Yeah, you I was you get you. I mean, you have to get a certain amount of followers and stuff on there to get monetized.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to talk to Kevin and them about it too.
And it's just one of those things where I need to do more. Like I need to edit up these short videos and just load them there. I wonder if I can find an AI to make me short format videos.
Right?
It's just I don't really have a good reason why I don't do more of that. Except I don't feel like editing. I need to just one day come down here and edit like 30 short. Is Leroy muted? I don't hear Leroy.
Right there.
Tim, Chad said he'll send you a screenshot of the flyers to your Instagram for that.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you. Yeah. See, all my content is just story content. That's probably why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely what I've found Facebook for the short format is. I mean, you can do long format on there, but that short format, those are the videos that really hit for me.
You just upload them as reels, basically.
I just upload them to my story, like right there on my what it says. What's on your mind? I just select video and I put it right there.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's see if we can.
Like you should
one
do.
right
You
now.
just had a really good. What was the video? That guy, the one that you made that short of that guy getting mad.
Yeah.
Just when it says what's on your mind, select video and then just give it a little caption above it, and then hit some hashtags in there. That's all I do. I mean, I don't know if I'm no expert though. That's all I do, and I'm getting good views. So.
All right.
Kevin is a short format, and Paul is a tall format.
Pictures. You might need a boss hat.
What the heck is that?
You've seen this one, right?
I've never seen that before. What the
Ever seen this one before?
What is that?
It's a long bill.
Never seen anything like that before.
Wear it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up?
Crazy.
What's up?
You don't want to.
I mean, that's 10 inches of bill right there. Double scrambled eggs. The boss.
I'm not gonna say anything about 10 inches of bill.
I can't find it. I can't find this hat anywhere. Yeah, duckbill hat. I can't find it anywhere. I know in like Japan, they do the trucker hats with the long bills, and then sometimes they'll have a super high crown. The crown will go like probably like 8 to 10 inches up in the air.
That is insane. I've never seen anything like that.
Right? When I first found it, I'm like, yo!
I gotta run, guys.
All right, Leroy.
I will see you guys next week. Everybody
Sounds
have,
good.
everybody have a good weekend.
See you, Leroy. You too, bud. Good luck at all the shows.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
I should probably get going too. I gotta go get that dang paper.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, thank y'all so much for checking in with us. Do you still get your electric hat with app capabilities? Yeah, I still got the flashing hat. Yeah, you can find those on eBay. I mean on Amazon. So yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Tim, what you got for this week?
I'll be on Nurse Flipper tonight, and then I'll just be all over the place for the rest of the week, probably.
Jimmy, what you got?
Tonight on Tiquity, 6:15 p.m. Tiquity, our yard sale finds some glass, some decor, stuff like that.
Nice.
That will be running on there.
Fantastic. I probably have concession stand duty tonight at the baseball park. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Y'all ain't gonna see me.
That's good. Good stuff. That's good stuff.
All right, well we're gonna get on out of here. See y'all later, guys. Peace out.